Hello everyone. Today inshallah with Cambridge Global English 3 we continue in Unit 6 but this time Lesson 3. Okay? This interesting unit is about dinosaurs. Okay? As you see, the learner's book pages are 80 and 81 and the activity book pages are 68 and 69. So let's start our interesting lesson. Okay, we start as usual with the lesson objectives. As for listening, you will listen to a poem. As for speaking, you will speak about dinosaurs. And as for reading, you will read a poem. As for writing, you're supposed to write about a dinosaur. As for critical thinking, comparing, contrasting, and memorizing. Language focus, comparison using as, adjective as. So these are the lesson objectives. You're supposed to tackle them through this lesson. Let's move to the next page. Warming up. What facts do you remember about dinosaurs from lessons 1 and 2? Of course, we have mentioned dinosaurs in these two lessons. And of course, you remember many facts about dinosaurs. Like, for example, all dinosaurs lived on land millions of years ago. And all dinosaurs had 4 legs. Some dinosaurs were huge. Some dinosaurs were very small. And no human saw a dinosaur before because all dinosaurs died out before humans existed, and a lot of other information about dinosaurs. Okay, grammar using as and then adjective and then as. We have examples here. Let's read them. Example number 1, Ibrahim is as good as Yusuf. As, and then good, adjective, and then as. So we want to say that both Ibrahim and Yusuf are like each other. Okay? Okay. Example number 2, Nabil is as clever as Khalid. Nabil is as clever as clever, adjective without any additions, and then as Khalid. We want to say that Khalid and Nabil both like each other. They are clever. Number 3, a car is as fast as a bus. A car is as fast as adjective as. Okay? So the main rule, as you see here, as and then adjective, and then as. What's an adjective? Adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. Like when I say Ahmed is good. Good is an adjective. Ali is tall. Tall is an adjective. The classroom is big. So big is an adjective. So the rule is as, adjective without any additions, without anything. And then as, another one. Okay? Okay. Let's move to the next exercise. Try to imagine a dinosaur that is 37 meters long. That's very long. Then imagine a dinosaur that is as long as 3 buses. Which is easier for you? Of course, the second one. As long as 3 buses. It makes you understand how long is this dinosaur. So the longest dinosaurs were as long as, who can complete? As long as, 3 buses. As long as adjective as. Here, if you look at this picture, we have a dinosaur and we have 17 elephants. So let's answer this. They means dinosaurs. They were as heavy as 17 elephants. Okay, look at this small dinosaur and this chicken. Okay, so the smallest dinosaurs were as small as a chicken. Okay, let's move to the next part. In English, we often use comparisons. We compare things together to describe things. Imagine a dinosaur. I want you to imagine a dinosaur. Was it a meat eater or a plant eater? Think of any dinosaur in your imagination and decide. Tell yourself, my dinosaur or your dinosaur, plant eater or meat eater? Okay, write three comparisons that describe your dinosaur. Read them aloud. So now you will imagine a dinosaur of your own. You will say it's a meat eater or a plant eater, and then write three comparisons and then read them aloud. Okay? Can your classmates guess if your dinosaur was a meat eater or a plant eater? It's like a game, okay? You can say, as light as a feather. My dinosaur is as light, not heavy, as light as a feather, so it's very small. You can say, my dinosaur is as quick as lightning, very fast. Or you can say, my dinosaur is as busy as a bee, so it's working a lot of time. Okay? And you can say a lot of other comparisons. Okay, let's move to the next part. Now, think of something that's very soft, anything that's very soft. Then read the three descriptions. Which description do you like best? Underline it. Okay, so you will think of anything that's very soft and you will decide which one of these three descriptions, the better one. Circle it or underline it. It's as soft as a pillow, something you put your head on, or it's as soft as a baby chick, or it's as soft as a cloud in the sky. You can decide which one is better for you. Okay, now my dear students, you will choose 6 adjectives. Write a description with each, using the words as, adjective, as. What are the adjectives we will choose from? Lovely, green, noisy, wet, hot, old, tall, blue, quiet, dry, happy, and hungry. You will choose just 6 adjectives and write comparisons using as, adjective, as. Now you're supposed to pause the video, write your own descriptions, and then come back to me to check your answers. Okay, I'm sure you did what I said. Let's see what I wrote. I wrote in number 1, my mother bought me a shirt as green as grass. As green as grass. This is my first adjective, green. Number 2, we made noise as loud as dinosaurs. As, adjective, as loud as. Number 3, the cake I got was as tall as me. As tall as me. Okay. Number 4, my brother was as hungry as a lion. As hungry as adjective, as. Number 5, the shirt he was wearing was as blue as the sky. Again, as, adjective, as. Number 6, And the last sentence, no one was as happy as I was. As, adjective, as. Let's move to the next page. Now, you will listen to this poem and read the poem. Unfortunately, the name of the poem or the title is unfortunately. Unfortunately means unluckily, it's bad luck, okay? Memorize, it means remember. Memorize the poem and say it with your partner or friend. So let's read it together now. Unfortunately, dinosaurs lived so long ago, they never had a chance to know how many kids would love to get a dinosaur to be their pets. Let's read it again. Okay. Unfortunately, dinosaurs lived so long ago, they never had a chance to know how many kids would love to get a dinosaur to be their pet. Okay, I think it's a fun poem. You can memorize it and say it aloud with your partners. Now, this is a writing part. Just imagine in your head, you have a pet dinosaur. Now, make up a name for it. You have now a pet dinosaur at home. Give it a name. Use your own name and add Allosaurus. For example, if you call it Ali, so Allosaurus, or Toyosaurus, any name, add Allosaurus at the end, it will be your pet dinosaur. What does it look like? Describe it. What can it do? What can this dinosaur do? Write 3 or 4 sentences and draw a picture. Let's see together what we have in this book. My pet dinosaur by Paul. Paul is a boy like you. My pet dinosaur is called a Paulosaurus. Paulosaurus. It has a long neck and a long tail. It can jump on the roof of my house. You can say, my dinosaur is called Toyosaurus. It's very small. It can run fast. I like my dinosaur. Something like this. It's fun to do. Okay? Okay. Let's move to the next part. Dinosaurs lived very long ago. How long ago? Look at the timeline on page 77 and complete these sentences. So, I want you to pause the video now, open your learner's book, page 77, to complete these 2 questions and come back to check the answers. Okay, after you did what I said, let's check the answers. The first dinosaurs appeared 220 million years ago. This is the answer. 220 million years ago. The next question. The last dinosaurs died 65 million years ago. So the answer, 65 million years ago. Now, I want you to ask and answer questions with your partner. How many years ago? How many years ago were you born? And how many years ago did you start learning English? Maybe you started learning English 7 years ago. Okay? How many years ago did you learn to read? Maybe you learned to read 4 years ago or 3 years ago. And how many years ago did you lose your first tooth? Maybe you lost your first tooth 3 or 4 years ago. So this is a game of practice. You can do it with any partner or with any friend. Okay? Okay, in this page you will read about 3 new dinosaur discoveries. 3 new dinosaur discoveries. Draw a line after you read from the text to the matching picture. Then answer the question. So you will match the text to the right picture and then answer the questions. I'm gonna read and let you think about the answer. Number 1, in 2000, scientists in China discovered a dinosaur that climbed trees. How long ago was that? Space, years ago. Number 2, in 2006, scientists in Argentina found bones from a huge dinosaur that was 35 to 40 meters long. So how long ago was that? Number 3, in 2012, scientists discovered a South African dinosaur the size of a cat. It had a beak like a parrot, quills like a porcupine, and long sharp teeth. How long ago was that? Please pause the video, try to answer these questions, and come back to check your answers. Let's see the answers. Okay, together. Number 1, the answer is 20 years ago. 20 years ago. And the picture, number 2, the answer is 14 years ago. 14 years ago. Number 3, the answer is 8 years ago. 8 years ago. As for the matching, this is number 1. Okay, a dinosaur that climbed trees, as you see. And this is number 2. Bones from a huge dinosaur that was 35 to 40 meters long, very long dinosaur. And this is number 3, a dinosaur that looked like a cat, or was the size of a cat. Okay, now it's time to tell you thank you for you following. If you have any questions, your teacher is always there for you. Goodbye.